A K-pop Cinderella story. Imagine a modern Cinderella set in the brutal world of K-pop, where her label is the stepmother. Her own members, the stepsisters, and a mystery prince saves the girl with a duet that shatters records, passing 1 billion views. Stop looking, because Rosé has rewritten her tale. Once seen as Blackpink's least interesting member, she is now the undisputed queen, not just in K-pop, but on the entire global stage. So how did her own company, YG, the so-called evil stepmother, end up suppressing Rosé's success for years? When Rosé first joined YG Entertainment as a young trainee, at just 15, she left her life in Australia behind to chase a dream she never truly believed would come true. She beat 700 others to win the YG audition and was then instantly signed and flown to Korea. There, she would train for 4 long years before her debut as the last member of Blackpink, but those 4 years were anything but glamorous. The company is known for its brutal and secretive training, where only the strong survive. And Rosé's quiet, almost fragile spirit made her a stark contrast, but maybe not how the company wanted her to be. Despite having an incredible voice, a true powerhouse, she was overshadowed in her trainee years by louder personalities and more marketable faces. While Jennie was poised as the group's center from the start, and Lisa's incredible dance moves made her an immediate sensation, Rosé's gifts were kept under wraps. After Blackpink's debut, YG's promo engine focused on Jennie's high fashion vibe, Lisa's dance skills, and Jisoo's looks. Rosé's voice was just another piece of the group's sound, not her own signature trait. So much so that despite her gifts, YG kept Rosé's solo debut on lockdown like a hidden secret. While Jennie was the first to go solo just 2 years after their debut, but Rosé's wait was 5 years until 2021. In the world of K-pop, that is practically a lifetime. And the holdup wasn't because she was unprepared. She was writing songs, playing instruments, and preparing for her moment in secret. But YG's infamous promotion schedule left her waiting in the wings, and waiting and waiting. During those years, Rosé was typecast as the sweet, talented, but ultimately secondary piece of the Blackpink puzzle. Meanwhile, Jennie's solo debut cemented her image as the ultimate it girl, and Lisa's dance skills became a global phenomenon. Even Jisoo's acting and visuals carved out her own distinct lane. For Rosé, she was the girl with a guitar, the voice. In the background, the member everyone liked, but no one was obsessed with. But what the company didn't realize was that while they overlooked her, Rosé was quietly building something far more powerful, her own empire. And that was her fairy tale turning point. Instead of fighting to fit into the Blackpink formula, Rosé leaned into her unique identity. She embraced her softness, her thoughtful nature, and her raw love for the music itself. Rather than force a louder, edgier persona, she made her quiet strength her signature. Her Instagram wasn't a flood of selfies or trendy dance challenges. Instead, it was a carefully crafted world of black and white shots, vintage aesthetics, and unguarded moments, giving fans a rare peek into her carefully guarded world, while never truly giving too much away. Like Cinderella with her trusted inner circle. Even her solo debut, On the Ground, wasn't a flashy pop anthem. It was a stripped-back emotional ballad that exposed her raw talent and soul. A risk that paid off. The track became the fastest music video by a female K-pop soloist to reach 100 million views on YouTube. Rosé wasn't trying to be the loudest girl in the room. She became the most magnetic one. The quiet storm you couldn't look away from. The one who didn't need to yell to. Command attention. Her choice to bring a guitar on stage wasn't just about her past. It was a calculated power move. One that instantly set her apart from the sea of other K-pop idols and put her on par with Western singer-songwriters like Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey. While other idols flooded their social feeds, Rosé's was curated, exclusive, and elusive, like a luxury brand. The less she posted, the more valuable each glimpse of her became. And that's exactly why giants like Yves Saint Laurent and Tiffany & Co. wanted her. When Rosé became the first K-pop star to front a Saint Laurent global campaign, it was more than a fashion contract. It was a declaration. Rosé wasn't just an idol any longer. She was quietly making her ascent into the world of high fashion and global prestige. And then this Cinderella went to the ball and met her prince Bruno Mars. Now, if there's a single move that officially cemented Rosé as the number one it girl, it was her duet with Bruno Mars on Appetite. On the surface, the pairing was completely unexpected. Rosé's ethereal voice against Bruno's signature, powerful sound. But that's precisely what made the move so brilliant. The collaboration merged two disparate fan worlds, Western pop and K-pop, as one. The pre-chorus alone had the internet in a complete frenzy, and within weeks, it soared to number one in over 25 countries. Even what happened behind the curtain. The way this collaboration was born shows just how strategically Rosé has been, playing the long game all this time. In one interview, Bruno Mars confessed he didn't even know the song's meaning when she suggested it, but he trusted her vision enough to sign on instantly. That is the kind of silent power Rosé built. Industry titans now follow her every move as her debut single surpassed 1 billion streams. Rosé's metamorphosis was undeniable. The timid girl from the shadows had finally claimed her spot as the main character, all while never pretending to be someone she wasn't. And if you're curious how she stacks up against the other members of Blackpink, well, the stats tell a very revealing story. While Jennie's solos were fueled by hype and Lisa's dance challenges took over the internet, neither one has managed to crack the 1 billion view ceiling on YouTube. Yet Rosé's collabs, her luxury campaigns, and carefully chosen brand deals have silently eclipsed them all without needing endless viral stunts or manufactured drama. In fact, Rosé has pulled off something even more rare. She escaped the confines of K-pop without ever abandoning her roots. Instead of chasing approval in the West like so many have tried before, she made the Western A-list come to her. And with every single move, she gets closer to a status that only a select few in K-pop have ever truly reached true global superstardom. We see you, Sean Jungkook. But her song was merely the glass slipper, the true magic. What if the fairy tale was a lie? For Blackpink's Rosé, the palace was a prison. From sidelined to superstar, she found her voice, but a secret romance threatens to expose everything. Is this Cinderella story about to have a shocking final chapter? Tale is Rosé's solo album. Across 12 tracks, she guides us through the chaos of her 20s, from late-night anthems of heartbreak to raw confessional ballads. The album was as personal as secretly reading the pages of her private diary. The very soul of the album pulsed in ballads like Stay a Little Longer and 2 Years, where Rosé's fragile vocals truly shined. But of course, Apotée was the undisputed queen. The album was a flawless mix of deep heartache and wild, carefree joy. Rosé's Cinderella story was never about just suffering in silence. It's about seizing the pen to write her own happily ever after. Or maybe Rosé's ending is linked to that toxic till the end Tiffany rings lyric that absolutely exploded online. Because speaking of Tiffany rings, the gossip machine is churning once more. Remember the years of fan speculation and the whispers about her and actress Bae Suzy? That's right. They've all resurfaced after Suzy's latest music video revealed a seemingly matching Tiffany ring, the exact one Rosé always has on her fourth finger. And if there's any truth to these latest whispers, perhaps there's another major plot twist waiting in Rosé's story. What's the next chapter in Rosé's saga? Drop your theories in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Noona-K for the real K-pop narratives.